driver than I do by an addict trying to score some dope on the street. There isn't a foolproof solution to drugs in a free society, but what the data shows is that prevention, education, intervention, and treatment work when they're based on science, public health, common sense, and human rights. We're always going to need jails and prisons, and the hammer of the court in conjunction with treatment, like drug court, to make those involved with the law accountable until they can maintain safe and healthy structured lifestyles of their own. It's not a fail-safe solution, but it's a heck of a lot better than locking people up without treatment, and it's much cheaper too.
We need to try to establish and develop a full continuum of services. And in order to do that, especially for the population that we're talking about that are legally involved, it requires something like a three-legged stool of prevention services, treatment services, and law enforcement services, all working in connection with one another.
The Department of Corrections has moved from the aspect of punishment to a restorative justice model, which assists the offender in transitioning back into the community and living a crime-free, pro-social lifestyle.
The drug court, to a certain extent, may be geared toward the rehabilitation aspect of punishment. What we're trying to do is rehabilitate these people so that not only are they going to become better citizens, but that they won't be going out there and committing more crimes.
Drug court is a 12 to 18-month program designed to serve folks that currently have felony charges who are deemed chemically dependent. Drug court is a pre-plea sentencing alternative to incarceration.
I think drug court's a very positive program, and I think it can really help. But I think that one of the things and one of the problems I think we have in the system is that we look at everyone that we see that has a substance abuse problem as that being the triggering factor that has caused them to commit crime. And I think that is totally a fallacy.
Well, obviously drug court exists to arrest their criminal behavior. We are hired to provide a successful participant upon completion of this program back into society who's not going to commit any more crimes. That's the bottom line. To do that, they have got to be off drugs and alcohol with the skills to go through their life without using.
Many of them need that kind of hammer over their heads in order to take the next step. They can't do it without firm guidance and support.
Those people who are in drug court didn't go out and break any more laws. They didn't go out and get arrested for any new crimes. So we can say that their crime spree came to an end. So in other words, instead of another $50,000 being ripped off from the public over the course of the next year, that basically came to an end. So we can say, well, there's a direct savings there because no longer are people being victimized by these people because we have them in a program.
For example, take a single mom with 2 children. If we can clean up her chemical dependency, if she's willing and able, and we can get her enrolled in a school program where she can come out and support these children and get an apartment, get a driver's license, pay rent, get her kids to school, attend PTA, get them to swim lessons, the cost savings in TANF benefits, Medicaid benefits, foster care benefits, child care support benefits, not to mention breaking the cycle of predisposed addiction to their children. It's phenomenal. There's $1 million price tags on that. $1 million price tags.
If you want to look at what the biggest bang for your buck's going to be, is if you can get the people that are in my jail or in the state prison to stop doing the stuff they're doing that's related to substance abuse or mental health issues, which is another big problem that we've got, the probability that that one person is going to affect so many others, and certainly they're the ones that are causing the more societal problems than what they call lace curtain drinkers, people that nobody realizes having a problem with alcohol at that point. So you get a huge bang for your buck, but that's not what people see. They just see this bad guy scumbag that needs to be locked up rather than, you know, Uncle Charlie who's always had a little problem with alcohol and it's now gotten out of control. I want people to remember that this is somebody's Uncle Charlie.
The good news is that there are solutions to these problems. Long-term treatment, case management, drug court, they do work. There's a ton of data out there to prove it, and we need to act on that research. The disease of addiction develops over many years, and it can't be cured in a couple of weeks. And it's not as if we don't have the money to fund these alternatives, but that we're choosing to spend that money on jails and prisons, which do very little to address and treat addiction, but actually contribute to the problem. Recovery is about learning how to live, how to deal with reality one day at a time, and how to find the support and the skills necessary to accomplish that. If you grow up in a drug-dependent family where violence, trauma, and chronic uncertainty is common, it's pretty hard to learn the necessary life skills to navigate the job market or maintain safe and healthy relationships when you're hell-bent on basic survival. How do you rehabilitate someone who's never been habilitated in the first place? Recovery is a process, not a destination. We must restore basic human dignity when dealing with the disease of addiction.
It's a gorgeous day. I feel good. I feel a whole lot better than I probably should. My life's together. I've got it made. So why can't I do drugs? I love the feeling of getting high. So much better than just getting by. Makes me feel so much more alive. So why can't I do drugs? Perhaps because when I smoke the joint, I get nothing done. I mean, what's the point? If I do speed, then I can't sleep. My mind is racing, I'm so damn tweaked. Perhaps that's one or two reasons why I can't do drugs. I could use some downers, you know, to come down. Feelings go away when I get unwound. Then I get depressed, into darkness I sing. I know just how to fix it. 6 or 7 drinks, I'm chasing the dragon. This is insane, wanna numb it all out with a little cocaine. Snorting, smoking, shooting straight in my vein. When I say it out loud, it sounds kinda lame. Where's the switch to shut down my brain? If I turn it off, can I find it again? Sick of the feelings, tired of the pain I used for so long. It was always the same, but it pisses me off.